Hey everybody, Bob Chickarell along with Sugar Sean Ray. We are back for another exciting edition of Monday Night Muscle, and we've got a first. Always great to have a main sponsor, and in this case, an Olympia sponsor. Kurt and Tanya, welcome to the set.
Thank you.
How you guys doing?
Excellent. Yes, thanks for having us.
Now, I know the water runs cold out in Wisconsin, but we got some great new product, Northern Chill Water. So this is your newest brainchild. Now, you don't really come from the water industry, correct?
No, I do not. No, this was something that kind of got dropped in our lap, and we've taken it and run with it, and it's a phenomenal product that now we're about 2 years into growing it.
How does one actually find themselves in charge of a major water company?
Yeah, so Tanya and I run an investment company, and this was a previous investment we had where we had a bottled water that we were bottling at this water plant in north central Wisconsin, and the water company actually had some issues and was going to actually go file bankruptcy and go out of business. So we had two choices, to either lose the brand or buy a water company.
How about that?
That's how it lands in your lap. Now we're in a water company.
Yep. How about that? Now, Sean, you've been known to hold water in your time on stage.
And most bodybuilders, Bob, unlike yourself, try to get rid of the water right before the competition. But we know how important water is to bodybuilding and physical fitness. Is bodybuilding the niche? Or are you supplying this to every athletic? Is this water for everyone?
No, it's a great question. About 10 months ago or so, during a brainstorming session, we actually were in our marketing group meeting and talking about water and who it should be for. And since God designed humans, they have to have food, water, and air. We came up with this term called America's Water. But basically anybody who's kind of health conscious.
Mm-hmm. And Tanya, really quick, I see the pH. What is the pH all about?
The pH is the alkalinity level of the water, and the nice thing about Northern Chill is it's got the pH, which is not a super high pH, so it's not going to be super hard on your body. It's just nice and gentle to help with that acid level. But then it's also got natural minerals, so it's got magnesium and calcium in it, which are very good for muscle function and body function.
So you don't want to drink distilled water?
No, because distilled water actually will take the minerals out of your water, out of your body, and this will help put minerals back into your body.
Wasn't that something we were told coming up, like towards the contest peak, like the last couple of days, you want to switch to distilled?
Well, that's a huge mistake a lot of bodybuilders make. Now, way back in the day, when we came up in the 80s, that was kind of a main technique people used to use.
I walked around with a gallon of distilled water.
Yeah, and they would start taking distilled. Now, the idea was to get rid of sodium and all this other crazy stuff. But people found out eventually, it's like, no, that's actually the word. Distilled water is made for two things. Humidors, which I keep my cigars in, and ironing clothes. Okay?
Yeah, big word, humidors.
That's it, humidor. All right? You don't want to take in distilled water. There's another tip of the day, the tip du jour, as it would be, Sean.
Nice, French.
Don't use distilled water when you're getting ready for shows. You want to use a mineral water and something with a mild pH. Distilled water does exactly what it distills, okay? It actually will, if you keep pouring it in, it will rob your body of minerals, of sodium, that you'll start cramping, you'll go flat. Trust me, once you go flat, there ain't no coming back.
Water, this is probably one of the more confusing aspects of our sport. We go on low carbs, we pull out our sodium, but the water, they don't know how much to drink the last couple of days, and should they hydrate after the show or before the show?
Well, Kurt, this is where having you guys in studio is great, because we get to learn a lot about different kinds of water. There's 10,000 kinds of water out there. There does seem to be an elite, okay? You do see, like, Fiji water.
Yep.
Now, I know my water. Sean's a huge Fiji guy, okay?
Yes, I am a Fiji.
But it does taste different. Now, it's more money. Everybody knows that. You're going to go to water. They got this, the usual ones, and you got Evian, and you got all these other brands. But then you've got, like, Fiji. Now, to me, I can taste the difference. Your water is very similar in that it's got a silkier taste, if I can use that word with this.
We use that a lot.
Why is that?
And I'll even, another couple other adjectives, smooth, almost a satiny, smooth, silky taste to it. And honestly, it's because of the minerals that are in the water. So if you look at the panel on the back left, those are what give it its taste and its flavor to it.
I think it's the mineral content, because some waters will have too high of a mineral content, and then they're very strong taste.
Right.
But ours is kind of more of a mellower mineral content, but a lot of the waters don't have that. And then we're also a mineral water that's not a carbonated. So a lot of natural mineral waters are sparkling or carbonated.
Now, is that a manufacturing thing? Because clearly there's a difference in price. I mean, you see there's 10 different bottles of water. There's 10 different prices, some very, very cheap. And obviously you get up into this level in Fiji, and it's notably more expensive. Is that a manufacturing issue of keeping a process of that keeps the minerals in there? Something's got to make it so that it's more expensive.
Nope. Most of the mineral waters will be more natural with that. The more cheaper waters tend to be more of they're just municipal water that they're just bottling or distilling or vaporizing or purifying. But then there are some that add the minerals back in, and that can, I don't know if that adds to their cost or not, but that's how they get their minerals from it. With your diet, when you get too much protein that you guys drink,
right.
that it get very acidic in there, and then drinking alkaline water has helped with that acidity level, bringing it back up.
Now that's huge in the bodybuilding, because every bodybuilder, whether you're in bikini up to men's bodybuilding, is a high protein diet, like any athlete on this earth.
Yep.
Everybody knows that. So you're telling me that this can actually help with filtering that protein and balancing it out even more.
And there's just so many people who drink this who have acid reflux, whether they have a high protein diet or not, but just acid reflux. There's tons of people who have just said that the alkaline water helps balance that out.
And so, do I need to take a multi-mineral when I'm drinking this type of water?
This won't replace all of your mineral intake, but it will certainly complement it. Yep. So you want to, several people who have drank our water who have acid reflux, acid indigestion, after about 5 to 7 days of just drinking it back to back, can tell a noticeable difference in their acid reflux.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the bottled water coming into the industry. In the beginning, we would just go and fill up the water and carry it around with us because it was cheap and it was free. But somewhere along the way, people got more conscious about what they were putting into their systems, supplementing it with their products, getting ready for bodybuilding. But the trainers came in, and the trainers are advising them how to eat, but no one's advising them how to drink. Have you guys got a handle on how much water a bodybuilder should take in one day? Because I used to drink upwards of 2 gallons a day. I mean, I'd be at the bathroom. Every time I went to the bathroom, I'd drink some more water. I just like to stay hydrated. It was good for my skin, my muscles, my appetite.
Sure.
Can you drink too much water?
I don't
Not
know
if you're
that.
selling it.
Yeah.
Not if you're selling it. Nice point, Bob.
That's right.
You said it.
No, drink all you can, folks. It's unlimited.
Well, the nice thing of not being a fake alkaline is you can't drink, I don't think, too much of an alkaline water. The more there is some stuff on, if it's not a natural alkaline, then you can have too much of that.
Should people use it for cooking purposes? Because that's not something you really hear a lot. Like, people are going to make, like, oatmeal is very big in the bodybuilding world for dieting purposes. A lot of people eat oatmeal in the morning to make it with water. Well, generally, you put your oatmeal in it, you're going to go over to the sink,
Yep.
you're going to, and you're going to put it in. Is there any advantage to using it for your coffee, your oatmeal, different cooking applications?
There is. We actually have a professional chef in the Green Bay, Wisconsin area. His name is Ace Champion, and
Ace Champion.
Ace Champion.
Yeah, have fun.
And he,
You got your own personal chef?
I think
I'm doing something
I was
wrong.
going to use it as a wrestling name years ago. Ace
about the
Champion.
name.
Is that his real name?
I guess so, yeah.
Nice.
I'm not gonna
He's a
his
card
parents
player,
named him
Bob.
Ace.
I guess so,
He
yeah.
plays cards as well as cook. But go ahead.
But he uses our water specifically he's a high-end chef, and he swears by it because of the mineral content in there.
Huh, how about, I never would have guessed that, but you know what? If you're going to go, he's going to make ice cubes. It's nice to have people that can send you some water, right?
Very nice. I
This guy's
appreciate
making ice cubes in his spare time.
Yep.
Will you guys be running any type of challenges or promotions where people could win, like, a year's supply? In our industry, the supplement industry, the vitamin industry, they typically have some type of drawing. Sometimes you get a year's supply of Gaspari or Labrada. Do you guys find yourself evolving into that type of a situation for, name branding? I'm giving you these ideas. We'll talk later.
Right.
But my advice is normally not free. But typically they run specials. Like, here, a year's supply would be what, a case a month,
Yep.
right? I mean,
Yep. Yeah, we have in the works some different contests and stuff like that.
And we do
to
those
give away.
often. The next two gals will come on here after us are on our marketing and activation team, and we're always running some type of promotion or some type of contest or something. And social media is phenomenal.
Like,
So
we just
you're
sent
already
out
getting
12 cases to people who were guessing how much water they brought out to Lake Havasu this last week.
Bob, let's do one right here. Bob, how much water is in this bottle of water?
How much water? I would say about 16.9 fluid ounces if I was
There you go.
really
You're
taking a
right.
guess.
You win
Paying
some
attention.
water.
How about that?
Let's see if you can down that in 7.8 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
I'll challenge you right here. We're right here with our hosts here.
We got a clock over
Are
there,
we
Nico?
ready?
What do we
I'm
got?
going to take Bob's challenge. All right. Somebody count us down. Who's
All right,
gonna?
hang on now. This is live. I mean,
This is for a year's supply.
Your supply. Right?
Jake wants to count it down.
there we go. All right, Jake, off camera, but he's going to count us down. Ready? Go. Don't throw up all over the place.
Okay. On your marks. Get set and go.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! Again.
Did he drink all that?
Again.
Sean was 6.23 seconds.
The world champion with a year's supply.
Where does he put it all?
We'll take care of that later on.
They will
I
be
wore
at
my
the
tight
Olympia
jacket
booth
too.
Yeah, bro, that's
Well, listen, we really do. It went down silky smooth, just like you
Yep.
said.
And no
Appreciate-
aftertaste.
What was that, Bob?
no aftertaste.
No aftertaste. Finally,
It's like water.
something that
He's
tastes
used to
like
drinking beer
water.
like that. That's why he's so good at that.
We want to thank you guys for coming out, supporting the Olympia. Of course, we'll see you there in Las Vegas at the Zappos Theater, where some more specials will go on. You can also get this water at Amazon.com on Amazon Prime, I believe you said.
Yeah, Kurt, Tanya, thanks for joining us, and we will see you at the Olympia.
We're joined by the brand marketing team of Northern Chill, Leah and Brooke. We're going to find out a little bit more about how that works in the world of bodybuilding and fitness here at Monday Night Muscle. Welcome, ladies, to the show.
Thanks for having us.
And you guys are from?
Wisconsin.
Yes, Wisconsin.
From Wisconsin, Bob. We just got done talking a little bit ago with the owners of Northern Chill.
That's right.
But of course, to make any product fly, you've got to have a brand marketing team so that the word can get out there and get the right people drinking it, get into the right people's hands. Tell us how you guys do that in the world of social media, right?
Yeah, so I like to tell people I do all the fun stuff. So
All
we
the
do
fun
a
stuff.
lot of events, a lot of just running around. We even have little scooters we ride around on. So,
So
we just,
Leah's a not fun one then.
no, she probably has more fun than I do.
We both have equal fun.
Yeah.
Are you helping her or are you doing something different than her?
I'm the marketing manager and she's the brand activation manager, but our paths kind of cross a
Yes.
little bit between everything.
Yeah.
We kind of do it all.
So we're talking about water, though. I mean, how did you get into the marketing of water?
I mean, drinking water is fun, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody can drink water, so it's actually a lot easier for us to kind of go around. I mean, we hit all demographics. I mean, fitness is kind of a big one for us, but kids, farmers, truckers, I mean, everybody drinks water, so we have to.
Don't let the good looks fool you, Bob. These are athletes we're talking about here.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what it is you're involved in besides pitching the water.
Sure. So I actually co-own a few gyms. I've dabbled into the bodybuilding industry a little bit, but for workout wise, I do CrossFit bodybuilding style workouts.
Okay. And
I actually race snowmobiles and cars. It's funny because I kind of reached out to Northern Chill for a race sponsorship and ended up being a marketing manager. So
You got a job.
it's actually worked out
Yeah.
very well for me. I get to work and play and have a great time doing both.
Well, we were talking to the owners just a little while ago, and one of the questions that came up was, how do you market water? There's 100 different brands, and most people look at it as water. So what is it you guys have to do to kind of make yours stand out above the rest?
Well, it's actually a lot easier for us. Like, we actually have a very high quality water. Ours is completely natural, so it's naturally alkaline. Has minerals, electrolytes in it, so it's like super easy, or a lot easier
so
for
then
us
it's
to
not
market
just
it.
water then.
Correct. It's not just water. So,
There it is, Bob.
yeah.
There's your,
not just
there's
water,
your next
though.
pitch. It's not just water.
Yes,
not
it definitely
just
comes
water.
down to education. I mean, even coming from a fitness and health background, there's still so much more to water that I didn't know.
And we touched on this a little bit because the consumer today is a lot smarter than it was, even 10 years ago,
Sure.
where people are looking into ingredients now. Like Sean mentioned before, you don't ever go up and you start, looking at the label when you're looking at water generally, but people actually do now, or they look it up in advance and they want to know the difference between yours and, let's just say, Fiji or Evian or Arrowhead or anybody.
Yep, exactly.
Yep, we actually have our electrolyte profile right on the back of the label too. So it's a lot easier for people to visually see what's in the water when it's, it's water. You don't know what's in there, but when we have, we've got our electrolyte profile right there, you can easily see what's in it and the health benefits that Northern Chill has.
So how many of these would you drink in a day?
Well, down here, I mean, I'm at
we're
like
in
13
Arizona.
for the day. I am not used to the heat. I've been drinking this like crazy, but on average, anywhere from 3 to 4 bottles a day for me.
Okay.
I'd say about the same.
And so you can combine this with other type of liquids. I mean, I know you're not an alcohol drinker, but you drink a lot of protein and stuff, but you can combine this with coffee and iced
Right.
tea and other
Sure.
things throughout the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, you're both from an athletic background. Now, we have a lot of girls in our sport. We use the word bodybuilding, but it's all encompassing from bikini straight up, into the men's bodybuilding. And most of our participants, especially at the NPC level, are girls. To what advantage is a silkier, smoother, mid-range pH water? Does it affect the hair, the nails, the skin?
Absolutely. The health benefits are very strong in that aspect. Most health people and fitness people know that anything natural, your body's just going to absorb better. The fact that it has a very smooth taste to it, it's just easier to drink in general.
And it is for the skin purposes because the diet can wreak a lot of, it can ravage the skin, especially in when they're dieting for a show.
And tanning.
High protein, the tanning, and all
Makeup.
that stuff. So I've heard it, that the pH balance and things like that can actually make the skin look and make you look more youthful.
Yes, exactly.
Just for the record, you are 72, right?
Yes, correct. Yes.
There it is, folks.
Just turned 72 last
listen,
week.
There is no better example right here.
Well, one of the good things I like about what you said initially, you were looking out for like a sponsor or something to be involved in. A lot of the athletes, when we do the interviews, they want to know how they can monetize or become a part of something bigger than what they're doing themselves. So where did you get the gumption to just go, hey, I'm going to send this email or pick up the phone? How did you come about that?
For me personally, I was sponsored by an energy drink company, and I just needed to get more water into my system. I know in the industry, a lot of athletes are leaning more towards water instead of energy drinks. So it worked out great for me, and to promote a product that I believe in, it's just a no-brainer. It's a lot easier than trying to push something that either doesn't work for you or that you don't believe in. So I love Northern Chill.
And would you recommend other athletes do what you just did? Like, are you the person that's going to now be taking in the emails and phone calls?
I do actually, yep, I do. We've done a ton of activation in the past couple months, and I've just been flooded, whether it's Instagram or emails or whatnot. It's been a really, really great thing for us to be able to talk to other athletes and kind of explain, who we are and have them so excited about it, because we're excited and we want other people to be excited as well.
Now, Northern Chill,
huge,
making their first ever appearance at the Olympia this year. How excited are you guys?
Very.
So
Have you ever been to an Olympia?
No.
Oh, Sean.
I know, we're so excited.
Haven't
is
missed
good.
it since you guys were babies. This will be my 33rd year going to the Olympia, Bob. 33rd consecutive.
He's that old.
33rd consecutive. That's.
He's been to the Olympia
kind of
longer than you
record.
guys have been on the earth.
This is true. This is true.
But I have been on the earth as long as he's been on the earth. There's a big difference. Yes. You guys don't know what you
I
missed
still
into
got
that past
hair.
30 years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One of us held
Well,
up.
Bob's been on the stage emceeing for 15 years, so that's longer than both of you guys have been alive, I imagine.
So this is cool, though, because you guys kind of get to see it front and center. So you get to not only just come in as fans, and I'm sure you guys know about the Olympia, things like that. You've competed, correct?
No.
You've not competed.
She competes in other things.
We got a
Bob,
show
you missed
coming
it.
up. December
I'm actually-
7th.
Bob, these are
through the
athletes in
20th.
other sports.
Hey.
They do other things.
Listen,
Sign me up,
Oh, you want to
guys.
get another competitor?
She's got just enough. Can we get her ready?
Your show's canceled this year. Next year at the Bob Chick, Niagara Falls, whatever it's called.
Yeah. But
Get her ready.
Listen, they're going to start them at the top, right?
Yeah.
Listen, they're top sponsors, Olympia time. This can be you.
Yeah,
I
perfect.
think we get ready right now.
wing it.
We'll talk to Jake and Dan Solomon. We'll get a special invite for
Awesome.
you. Right? If you're going to go, you might as well
Go big.
Yep,
You can
exactly.
drive there,
I'll drive, you do the thing.
Yeah. I say that because it took her like 30 hours to get here, so we did
32 hours to get
32
here.
hours. Yeah, you got to
Pulling
add
a
that
trailer.
in. Well,
I can tell you the small things I was mentioning earlier, the small things, this as a reward for the athletes, being there, 4 days in the desert
it's
of Las
huge.
Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one less thing to have to worry about. So that's a
Right.
huge advantage for
let me
the
tell you,
athletes.
it might help more than they think, because as we were talking about in the last segment, athletes, despite it being 2020, not every bit of information you could possibly want is at your fingertips. They still do some of the old tried and true things that would completely destroy their physique
Right.
in the last 48 hours. One of those being drinking distilled water. It's always been a no-no. It's not something you ever wanted to do. We dispelled that year, but some of them will still do it. So I'm guessing you could actually, in effect, help out some of these athletes unwittingly, because they'll have this at their disposal
Right.
instead of this crazy,
That's what we're here for.
ironing their clothes with distilled water. That's what you do with it. You don't drink it.
Right.
Correct?
Is this available in stores? I know it's available online.
Yep.
It's in different stores.
Yes, mainly in the Midwest area, Wisconsin,
And
Minnesota.
you're working your way to the west. You're working your way out
We're
towards
working our
Scalp.
way
Yes.
everywhere. We're trying to get distribution everywhere right now. Mostly Minnesota, Wisconsin. We just got into Illinois. We are sold on Amazon too, which helps out a lot. But,
Sure.
it's tough with a heavy product because shipping isn't exactly our friend.
Right. What about you? You drive a lot. So what about did you say your dad was a truck driver?
My dad owns a trucking company.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Well, you might want to talk to him about getting involved with Northern
do.
Chill. There we
Yeah,
go.
we do.
But the gyms, if the gym wanted to hold this product in
Yes.
their gym, would they send the email through Instagram, or how does
Yep,
it work?
Instagram's a great way to do that. We actually sell in quite a few gyms already.
All right. And that email, that Instagram handle, once again, is
Drink Chill H2O.
Drink Chill H2O. There you go, Bob.
That sums it up. Listen, the bottom line is this: the Olympia's coming up. We've got Northern Chill on board. The athletes are going to absolutely love it. You will be on stage at the Olympia.
Yep. You'll see me
figured
there.
that. Sean's going to guide you in. He's going to train you.
Yes.
From now, Leah will be there to cheer you on.
Yes.
I'll be honking the horn.
She'll be honking the horn outside.
Yeah.
But But listen, we do appreciate you taking the time, and I know it took a lot to get here and all that, but we love having you guys in the studio. Tell us about your great product. We appreciate your ongoing support, of course, in this first year venture for you into the Olympia. So this is exciting.
Yes.
So thanks for coming by, and you know what? Olympia time is coming up in just weeks now. We're weeks
Absolutely.
away.
It's coming up on December the 17th to the 20th. Zappos Theater at Planet Hollywood. Get your tickets at www.mrolympia.com. We'll see Northern Chill there. Thanks, Brooke and Leah, for joining Bob and myself. See you next week on Monday Night Muscle.